Bom dia. Welcome back. Well, I'm here by the beach and I'm looking for my brother-in-law Eliamar and his wife Tanya. It's the day after Christmas and it's like looking for a needle in a haystack. The beach is packed. He's always like right in this area. He's not answering his phone though, so who knows if I'm going to find him or not. And I found them. There's Tanya, there's Elsinio. Eliamar went to buy some beer and all is well. Now this is a classic Brazilian urban beach scene on a holiday. Jam-packed, lots of people, vendors everywhere, lots of energy. I love it. Now I like a quiet, secluded, empty beach too. But if you're in an urban environment in Brazil, it's going to be like this. Especially on a weekend or a holiday. But that's cool. Having a little snack here on the beach. It's a bolinha de acarajé. I decided to take the bus today to get out of my neighborhood. It is hot, man, it is hot. The summer really is here. And I'm in Lapa Station right now. This is a very big transit point for buses. And I'm heading up into the streets. Oh no, this exit leads into a shopping center called Shopping Piedade. Get a little air conditioning. Well, entering that shopping center was a big mistake. I could not figure out how to get out into the street, so I'm going to go back the way I came from and find another exit. Oh, I'm in my element here. I love these streets. Walking towards the old colonial center, the Pelourinho. These streets are not quite as crowded as they were a few days ago because it's past Christmas now. Getting ready for New Year's Eve. Next Thursday. Lord have mercy, it is hot. I just got to get used to it because it is summer now down here in South America and it's going to be hot. Very hot the next couple of months. January and February are the hottest months, the height of the summer season, so gotta get used to it. And there's no rain in the forecast for the next 10 days. Oy. And I love the rain, but oh well. And can you see that in front of me? It's the big expanse of the Bay of All Saints, Valle de Todos os Santos. And just seeing the bay, the water, makes me feel cooler already. I can feel a bit of a sea breeze. So suddenly the temperature has gotten a little more pleasant. And besides the heat, there's another way you can tell that the summer season has started. Here in the Pelourinho, it is crowded, crowded, crowded. With a lot of domestic tourists, meaning Brazilian tourists, visiting probably from southern Brazil. But there are a lot of people in the streets here in the Pelourinho. You rarely see individual Brazilians. It's always small or very large groups, family groups, group tourism. As I've said before, Brazil is a group culture, whereas Americans, Canadians, Australians, Europeans are much more likely to be traveling individually by themselves and exploring. Of course, there are Brazilians who do that too, but it's much more likely you're going to be traveling in a group, not by themselves. And that brings me to a point I want to talk about, or perhaps complain about. And that is the logistics in my apartment right now during this holiday season. Call me spoiled. Maybe I'm just a spoiled American gringo. But I'm used to being alone a lot and living alone. And it might also be a question of my age, my advanced age. But, being part of a Brazilian family means that there's always a lot of people in and out of my apartment. And of course, sometimes I like that. My last episode, I had family in my apartment for Christmas, and that was very, very special, and I loved it. But there are other times when I would prefer to be alone, have my apartment to myself. That's the way I'm used to living, the way I was used to living when I lived in San Francisco, California. And, I have to remember that my Brazilian family grew up in a very, very tiny, tiny house with a lot of people in it, and they're used to that. It doesn't faze them, it doesn't seem to bother them. Whereas, I grew up in a big 5-bedroom, 5-bathroom house, and there were 4 people in the house. My parents, my brother, and I. Yes, I guess I'm spoiled. But I do get a little bit, can I use the word irritated, like today? Of course I go out for my daily walk, and my daily exploration and daily filming for this channel. But I also left the house today because there were people in it. People that I don't live with. And house guests. And, I'm used to being there by myself and doing what I want to do when I want to do it during the day. Be that just sit quietly and read, or watch a YouTube video, or take a nap, or just flop around. When you have somebody in the house, no matter how well you know them or how close you are to them, you have to, you're conscious of it, and you're monitoring your own behavior and not engaging in anything that would be socially unacceptable. So I guess that's what I'm griping about a little bit. These are cultural differences that one is going to experience in any country or culture that you move to. You would just have to adapt. And I think I've adapted pretty well. I mean, I've been living on and off here in Salvador for what? 22, 23 years now. And now I'm a permanent resident. So I better get used to it, or I better be used to it. I'm sharing my apartment with my brother-in-law, Eliamar, because he got transferred. His work transferred him to work here in Salvador. So far, it's working out, but long term, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's what I want. We'll see. There is a chance, a fairly good chance, that he's going to move back to his small city of Santo Antonio de Jesus. He needs to be here in Salvador for at least another 6 months because he's going to have an operation and it needs to be covered by his work insurance. So he's got to stick with this job at least until that happens. And that's fine. I'm in no rush to make a change, but I'm just thinking about what I want and need in the long term. And it might be going back to living alone again. What I'm saying is I like a mix of alone time and togetherness time. And sometimes I think that's a little bit out of balance here with not enough alone time. Whereas actually up in California, I had probably too much alone time. Life in the United States can be very isolating. So I do appreciate the social aspect of Brazil and the animation and liveliness of Brazilians. I very much appreciate that. And of course it has a lot to do with ages and stages too of life. I'm in most situations, I'm much older than everybody around me. I'm old grandpa, and I don't want to be crotchety older grandpa. Got to be careful about that. Hear that drumming? Hear that singing? There is always music, always percussion, always interesting things happening in the streets of Salvador. Of course, that's one of the many things that I love about this city. Can you hear it? It's everywhere. And there she is, the beautiful Bay of All Saints, Bahia de Todos os Santos. I feel a nice, refreshing breeze. Not so unbearably hot up here. Well, good morning. Next day. When I got home late yesterday afternoon, the house was spotless. There was dinner on the stove, and then Eliamar came home and we had a nice dinner together. And this morning I wake up and it's another beautiful day, and I realize that it is nice having people in the house. Maybe not 24/7, but I do enjoy having family here. And today is Saturday and Eliamar's day off, and we're gonna go, and he's got the car for 2 weeks. So basically it's a perfect combination of things. We're gonna go out and do a little exploring, I believe. So all is good here in Salvador, Bahia, Brazil. We're gonna go to the beach at Gamboa today, which is one of my favorite spots. And of course, I'll take you all along. And more visitors for breakfast this morning. Camila, and of course Tanya. It's a happy house. So alegria na Bahia. I'm going to keep today's episode short. I hope it's short, because I'm going to enjoy the rest of my walk. I got a long walk home ahead of me. Oh, I think it's going to take me about an hour and a half to walk from here to my neighborhood. But that's the idea. I enjoy that. So thanks. And I want to thank all of my new and old subscribers. I really appreciate it. Anyway, as always, beijo, ciao.